Hey, what's up Legends? Awall here, trying to help you become better at Shadowgun Legends. That's what I do. And in this video we're going to talk about those mystery things that you may not understand up here in the top left hand corner. New players, I'm here to help. Right now I'm a little bit tipsy and I've got some buffs going on. And you may be wondering, how did I get those buffs earlier? Well, I'm going to let you know exactly what you need to do to get the right buffs for the right job so that you can be as powerful as possible when playing Shadowgun Legends. First things first, if you're queuing up for war games, if you're doing PvP or PvE, you're going to want to go one of two different places to get the buffs and to understand what they do. So first things first, we're going to start out with PvE, which is Volcanic Fist, Bronze Arena, Blade Dancer, and Silver Arena. PvE means player versus environment. It means that you're basically not playing against other players. In order to get the buffs that you can use in player versus environment, also this includes new players, these missions right up here. Alright, it includes the regular missions. These will be helpful to you there. Go ahead and walk right in here into the bar. And I saw some misinformation during beta. I spread misinformation during beta about how you got buffs. I thought you had to eat food or get drink from the bar, and that is not the case. All you have to do is just stand here or anywhere inside of the bar, and you will get the player versus environment buffs that are right up here. Those buffs include projectile resistance, negative 10% projectile damage, and then also you get a damage boost, which increases your damage by 3%. This is going to be, by most people's accounts, they consider these to be the better buffs for player versus environment. The other buffs that I'll show you in a moment, the ones that are more regarded as PvP buffs, those buffs, can also be used for PvE. But these buffs are primarily regarded by the community as being PvE buffs. You just stand in here, they'll end up popping up about 15 to 20 seconds after you're in here, and you'll just automatically get them. If you ever see this up here in the corner, that's because you drank beer or brandy. I've got a whole video talking specifically about food and drink. You can check that out in the card, the I button up top. For all my new player guides, that'll let you know what's going on there. So if you're planning on doing PvP, most players would agree that the casino buffs are going to be better for PvP players. Unfortunately, I can't show you the buffs right now, but I certainly can tell you what they do, and you guys are smart, you can understand. So what you're going to do when you go in the casino, you may see misinformation out there. Don't believe the hype. You don't need to gamble. You don't need to insert money into this machine. You don't need to insert gold into this machine. You don't need to spin the wheels to get the buff. You don't need to go to the bartender and purchase food and drink in order to get the buff. You just need to stand here, right here in the casino, anywhere in the casino, for that like 15 to 30 seconds, something like that. And the buffs that are going to pop up here when that happens is an accuracy buff and a critical damage buff. For obvious reasons, having a higher accuracy and having higher critical damage is exactly what you want to see when you're in PvP. That critical damage can be the difference between you killing an enemy or not. And certainly the PvE buffs would differ, and I think people regard these as being better PvE buffs because of that projectile damage resistance. It's really, really nice against PvE scenarios where there's lots of projectiles coming at you and it's more about survival in that scenario, whereas in PvP, being accurate and doing lots of critical damage is important because you're trying to have the lowest time to kill possible. Quick review, PvE buffs, stand in the bar. You don't have to do anything else. PvP buffs, go to the casino, stand in here, you don't have to do anything else. And if you queue up for war games while it's queuing and while it's matchmaking, run inside one of these areas and pick up the buffs while you're there, and encourage everyone that you're playing with to do the same. It will make you more powerful. It is free power coming in here. You don't have to spend a dime. Hopefully that was helpful to you new players. And right above my head, I'm going to throw up a playlist, new player guides, tips, and tricks. All kinds of videos in there explaining everything in the game. Check it out. In the middle of the screen, there's a circle. Click that circle. That's to subscribe. And be sure to enable notifications. And on the very far side of the screen, YouTube is going to suggest a video to you. Click that video. Why? Because YouTube knows you better than you know yourself. Privacy is an illusion, so just click the damn video. My name is Awall. Thank you so much for watching. Adios, Legends.